Hi guys, good morning. It's almost noon. The wind is crazy today. I am going to come out and do part 3, possibly part 4 out here in the shop. And what I guess I want to do today is, I just got done watching a tutorial from Dionne Woods, the turquoise iris. I'm going to give her a shout out. I'm going to do a grass effect that she does, and I'll show you. She does this flicking thing. So I'm going to giving her credit for this technique, but I'm going to show you. It's really easy. You could actually do it with the brush as well and splatter it and, flick it with the brush. I'm going to start out with the flicking of the finger effect, okay? But first, let's go ahead and start getting the outline on there. Now I'm going to do, this is what I'm going by because this is my original painting from an original photograph out of my own garden. All right, so I'm going to do these crossbars from the arbor but I'm going to do it at an angle just like this is on this piece, so it looks like these vines are actually hanging on something and not just floating in the air, okay? So I'm going to set this in the background if I can, so you can kind of see it. Let's see, like right there. All right. So I want to focus on these two sides right here because that's where not much is going to happen on the other side unless I bring a vine down from the top. So I'm just going to get a line going across here. I want to keep my angle all the way around. So that's going to be the first post. And then I'm going to drop down. There's 3. You don't have to go exactly by that photo. Let's go here. See, I got to keep that right angle. Okay, and this is just an outline, guys, so don't worry. You'll be painting over this. This is just a guide. And then the other one comes down a bit, about right here. And you don't have to put this many on there. That's totally up to you. And then the ones that come down, let's see. Let's go with this one here. And this one is going to come around here. Alright. Now, this front of the cabinet is not as wide as that is, so we'll probably kind of be scrunching these flowers down a little bit. Scrunching, if that's the word I want to use. Minimizing them a bit. And because, let's see, there's a big one and then there's a small one. That one might come over here and hang. And I might even add another little one right here just because it's on the side. And then we're going to add in all of the leaves and stuff. So let's start that one right about here. And let's just get the shape of it on there. over on that side. Don't be afraid to do that. Let's put some in between petals in there. Like I said, we're just getting the shape on there for right now. And then this is going to sit like this with that little doohickey like that. So as we paint, okay, then the next one, and so this just gives me a guide because we got to actually paint that arbor first. So the next one I want probably right in here. That's going to be facing that way. And then the third one is going to be facing down. It's going to be facing that way. This I might change up a little bit. Like I said, it's just paint, guys. So I might make these bigger. So that gives us something to go by. But now, I think I'm going to go ahead and put a couple on the other side. And just remember that these are just outlines, guys, so just giving you a guide to go by. And then I'm going to do another one right here, but I'm facing the other way. And his petal's going to come over. facing down. Okay. And I know you can't see me over here, but I think probably gonna do a couple over here. Let's see, where's those? Lines. There. I'm just doing the same thing here, guys, on the other side. Okay, so I got things positioned where I want them. And then we can start. Oh my gosh, I'm standing right in the middle of the camera. Sorry. I went off the list stuff. So now that we have that on there, we have a guide to go by. And I'm gonna save my paint. I brought out a bucket of water, like, because I always get tired of running in the house and getting fresh water all the time. So I gotta cover this up. I'll cover that up later. So now I get to show you, because I want some of this color underneath, and then when we paint everything, then I'm gonna slap some back on again, so it kind of gives it a lot of depth. Now, I don't do well sitting on the floor, so I don't have my pillow out here, so I don't have my pillow. Oh, so bear with me. I'm gonna try and bring you guys in closer, and so you guys can see this a little bit better. Actually see what I'm doing here. It won't let me zoom in. So maybe you'll be able to see it when I get over there. I'll turn it. So anyway, I'm gonna start with a darker color and try this here. It's easier if I lay it down, but right now I would need help getting it back up and laying it down, so I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna try it this way. It's getting all over. working. May not be able to see it right now, but I'm kind of digging it. I want it heavier over here because this is where the vine is actually growing out. Wait. Yeah, it probably would be less messy if I laid it down, but I'm unable to do that. So if you guys have someone to help you do that, that is awesome. If it was probably a normal size dresser, I would, but it's so tall and it's hard for me to get back on the dolly. So it's okay. We will work with it. I'm liking it though. It's pretty cool. Now this will have to dry, so it's pretty chunky and so we probably won't be able to work on anything unless we work on that side until this dries. But I don't know why it keeps splattering in the same spot. Go up a little bit with it. So this is definitely going to have to sit overnight because see that big blob there? That's gonna take a long time to dry, so okay. Now I want to go with the next lighter color. And we'll probably do this again after I get everything up there, but this is just something for the background, like we did the original colors already. I don't know if some of my paints might be dried up. Yep. So we might be limited on what we can do, or what we can use. But this DIY paint, actually, you can mix it back. I can actually put water back in there and it will come back out since it's a mineral paint. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use, yeah. I'm gonna have to get some water and mix that in. I don't know if that's gonna work or not, but give me a minute. I mean, sometimes it takes a little bit to get it stirred up is what I'm saying. But DIY paint is really good for that. Okay. Alright, I'm able to use some of this. Sorry guys, I should have checked my paints first. Alright, we're gonna let that cool down a little bit. That might be really chunky. Let's stir this one up. I have So I started with Monet's Garden. That was the first color I flicked on there, and then I just stirred up Mint Chip, and now I am stirring up Farm Fresh. So I might even, I might even get my, so I use a mixture of paints. I might even go get my Stella's paint of the Mary. That was the green that I used on the base, the very base of this. All right, we're gonna see what this does for me here. Let's see what we can do. Now this, I don't have it stirred up completely, so it's gonna be more runny. So let's see what happens here. I think I'm just gonna throw it on instead of flicking it on. Your paint should be more of a runny pudding effect or consistency, and since I did not check my paints before I started, mine right now, the ones that I mixed a little bit of water with, is runny, and so but it's okay. You guys can use any kind of green, any kind of these colors, any brand I should say that you want. Since I'm not a brand ambassador, I don't sell any of these paints. These are just the ones that I use. And there we go. And so, yeah, you guys can use whatever you want. It's recommended though that you use 3 to 4 shades of green if you're gonna do this grass type look. This is pretty therapeutic, guys. It's very therapeutic. All right, I think I had better go back and let's do a little bit of the Monet on this side so I don't get behind. I can turn it. I don't want as much on this side as I did on the other side, but I want a little bit of that effect. So it kind of balances it out. Oh geez, I think I just felt some in my hair. All right, that's enough of that. Now I'm gonna go back to Farm Fresh and get a little bit of that on there, just to kind of keep with the same colors on each side. I hope you guys can see that. Is my light? I'm in the middle of my light, ain't I? Okay, that's enough of Farm Fresh. Let's see what Mint Chip's gonna do for us here. Alrighty. Oh yeah, the longer you let it set after you put your water in, it does get thicker, so. up a little bit more with this lighter color. All right, well, let's do that. I have to repaint my floor. Actually, I already am. Okay, let's try the other side. Okay, so I'm gonna have to let that dry, guys, and then I don't know if it'll be dry by tonight. I'm gonna start painting the wood part of the arbor, so we'll get that on there. Wow, I got splatters all over. So, yep, we will let this dry, and it has to dry good, guys. You don't want to, because if we start brush strokes and things like that, all this is gonna be goofy. You're gonna take away from your lines and things that you've accomplished on there. I might make some of this run a little bit. Okay guys, I'm gonna quit playing for right now. You guys have fun with this part, and I'm gonna take you in for a close-up so you can really see it. Let me flip it around. So you can see all those lines in there with the different green. Okay, and where I outlined, that's basically where I want my flowers. They won't exactly look like that, but that's where I want them, so that gives me an idea. So when I do the arbor, I will be doing those lines across. We'll be doing that next, and if you can see it over there, still doesn't let me, you can see right down there along the side is like a post, and we're gonna make that look similar on this piece. So you guys have a great day, and we'll see you either in a couple hours or tomorrow morning for part 4. See you later, guys. God bless.